Scott Pippen of Central Arkansas.
You've probably seen this by now. You've seen
Scott Pippen from the University of Central Arkansas.
And of course, you've seen The Last Dance. And that means you've seen this man in episode 2, Associate Athletic Director at Central Arkansas.
That was pretty crazy. They did that back in December of 2018, if you can imagine. I kind of got the interview by default, I guess. I was here at the time and knew the story. So, well, I'm 2 years older than Scottie. I was a student here. I was a junior when he came as a walk-on.
So, here's more of Pippen's time at UCA, a reflection of his time as a Bear and what his basketball career has meant to the school.
I told somebody the other day, if you would have seen the very first team picture that he's in, you would have thought he's still in high school. I mean, he was 6'1", 160 pounds. Didn't look like he was a college basketball player at all. It's one of those that you look at him and go, okay, he won't be here next year. He'll be one of those, one-year walk-on guys you never see again. And then, of course, he grew and retained those guard skills and turned into what he was. But right at first, you would have never thought he would be a six-time NBA champion, two-time Dream Team, Olympic gold medalist. I don't think anybody saw that right off the bat. I've told people for years that it's one of the best rags to riches stories in the history of athletics. I mean, there's a lot of those that come from nothing and become something, but Scottie's is unreal. And to come from here, not even when we're Division I school now, we were in 2 levels down from what we are now back in those mid-'80s. And it parallels Scottie's story. We've risen up to Division I, moved up in 06, and Scottie did what he did coming out of here. So they're very similar stories. Our UCA athletics basketball program and Scottie's rise to fame, very similar. Oh, it's been invaluable for us. I mean, I've told people over the years, all those 15 years he played, the introduction to Chicago Stadium was always, 6'8" forward from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. And that was great for all those years. People found out, what UCA was, where we were. And that second installment of The Last Dance, we got some very, very good publicity that you can't buy, that kind of publicity. And it's crazy that starting 5 that year was Scottie from NAIA school, UCA, is what we were then. Dennis Rodman was from Southeastern Oklahoma, NAIA school at the time. Ron Harper was from Miami of Ohio, mid-major school. And then the other 2 were Power 5s. So, I mean, that's a pretty amazing lineup when you think about it, the levels that they came from. I guarantee our coaches use it in recruiting, and I guarantee our players all know that they were playing at the same school that Scottie Pippen did. I guarantee they tell their friends, and I've gotten phone calls, Facebook messages, emails from a bunch of our former student athletes that saw me on that Last Dance. I'm talking from all sports, not just basketball, football, baseball, softball, volleyball. And they're all saying how proud they were not to see me on there, but to see Central Arkansas feature one of the most popular videos of all time, I guess. It's really good for our school, good for our former student athletes, just good in general.